So I have a question for John, and it's related to our December meeting on writing accurate technology research. You're going to be interviewing Walter Isaacson, who wrote the book about Steve Jobs, and he has a new book coming out. Why don't you tell us about that upcoming conversation, which I think is October 14th, just about a week away, less than a week away, right?
Yeah, it's Tuesday night.
And how are you preparing for that? Because you're going
Well,
to have to do some research.
It's interesting that Walter chose the field of computer history to write about, and he actually did that before the Jobs book. So Walter started this book right around 1999 or 2000 when his daughter was in a graduate school class and had to write her final paper, and chose Ada Lovelace as the subject. And he didn't know anything about Ada Lovelace, and she asked him to read the paper and give her some comments.
That was the programmer of the Babbage engine?
It was sort of Ada Lovelace was kind of Charles Babbage's muse, but she did some very important work in theorizing how Babbage's other design, which was also never built, the analytical engine, might function, and essentially came up with an intellectual framework for software, or it could be said that it was the first framework for what became software. At any rate, he read this paper and became fascinated and started researching it, and then his research led him to think, well, gosh, it's not just Lovelace and Babbage, it's Shockley and Bardeen and Bratton, and it's Noyce and Moore, and it's Bob Metcalf, and it's a whole slew of people. And I think it's kind of like computer history will grab you and not let you go, and you can just follow this thread as far as you want. So he ended up writing a book called The Innovators, which starts with Lovelace and it ends with
So once you
Tim
get started,
Berners-Lee.
you build up some momentum, and it's very hard to stop.
Yeah. I think it's tremendous for the field of computer history, because he set it aside briefly to write the Jobs biography and then went back to it. And the fact that one of the greatest biographers of our time has elected to take on a series of mini biographies of the people who built computing, or much of it, is fantastic. It's the best thing that could happen to the Computer History Museum, frankly.
Terrific.